have a deck of cards that I was going to tell you about. You, Alexandra, who's watching this right now. Cards that you know very well, that I've drawn. And yesterday and today I drew that one card. It's very rare to pick the same card 2 days in a row. It really is. I've never done that before. So something wanted me to pay extra attention today to my throat and the symbol, which I felt at the time was the sun. So I drew the sun. And the throat, so I thought, okay, it's communication, isn't it? Today I'm going to do my best to communicate and to be heard and to feel my voice is worthy of being heard. I find it very hard to speak with people and with myself. It is why I do this, to help myself speak better and observe what I look like. So if I look like a fool, I can at least make an effort to change it and be aware of it. It's quite important to know where our lacunes are. Like in my case, I've got this side really low, so I'm more conscious of smiling more of this side of the face. So not letting this side in the cold anyway. This is about the throat. So throat and saying what I think, being heard, feeling respected. But I forgot to remember it for the first half of the day, didn't I? Yes, I totally forgot. Till I saw my friend earlier, who's been making massive efforts on transformation in listening and active listening. And it was so humbling to see someone who's listening. Wow, I'm feeling heard for the first time today. And at some point he went on and I said, hold on, can I have a bit of silence please, because I felt I've not said very much yet and I've got lots I want to share too. At that point, yes, he listened again, really. That was brilliant, well done, I say. And tonight I went with some neighbours of mine to have something to eat, and it was interesting to watch the dynamics between the family members. I love watching people because I don't speak very well. My throat, it's hard to get things out when you're with people who speak a lot, and I'm surrounded, it seems, by people who speak a lot and at great density, so it's really hard to say something, and often when I say something, my sentence is not allowed to exist till it has reached the end. Sort of cut about 3/4 of the way into the sentence, and that sort of thing has kept happening in my life, at least as an adult. I've not noticed it as a child. It must have been a different pattern at the time with the speech. I found it I was very shy, very timid, and I didn't really like to see new people at all. I would just go and hide. Just didn't want people around much. So as an adult, it has been a challenge to take the courage to speak to myself like that on camera and to be labelled as mad if they wanted to be. They can label me what they like. You know what? This is my life, so who's there to judge except myself? And this is what I'm doing anyway. So the throat, so the dinner, so it was a challenging dinner. I seem to have said a lot more than I would dare. It's not been, I don't know them that well. They are not people I spend a lot of time with doing dinners, so we don't know too much. Like, I only know so much. I don't want to offend anyone because I'm a foreigner here, so I don't want to be checked out. I want to blend in and be very nice, I don't want to say what I think too much, except about certain things. So the speech was interesting. 2 members non-stop. Non-stop. There was quite a lot of judgment. Oh, that's such a foolish thing to say. Oh, how stupid that is. Ha 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 ha. You're so stupid. It was a little bit denigrating on one side, a little bit. One side was very quiet, didn't say very much, and when asked said, well, I'd rather listen. They are normally someone who's voluble when given the chance, but quiet if, I don't know what, if they don't want to speak, or if they just can't get in. I don't know really how it works. That's for them to work out. I've been around family members who do things like that. So I'm not giving up anyway. I've got my card, the voice card, which I've now lost through nervous fumbling with the cards. You see, when we nervous fumble, the throat is trying to find the card again to guide my throat and guide what I'm saying. I felt it was time to act on the card and indeed get my voice heard. So quite a few times I said a few things, and I said things about the quiet person. What about if we would like to listen to what this quiet person is saying? What if they have something to say? And there was quite a lot of surprise on all sides, but I'm not sure if it's just a role they play, and I don't want to disturb the dynamics, because after all I'm just an outsider, and it could be their way of expressing love to not speak, not share anything, and say, oh no, I'm not particularly interested in what he's got to say or what she's got to say. So who's interested in who if you're already not interested in someone because they are quiet, but as a joke? But you are really, it's just that they don't express very much. Is it because they haven't been given the space and the silence of which within to express these words, that they want to say whatever it is, just to say, oh, this food shit, oh, this food crap, the cook, can we sack her please, oh, it's my wife, sorry darling, that sort of thing. It was strange to say certain things that disturb, because I'm not of the group, I'm an outsider. I can say those things and get away with it because I'm French, so I'm rude anyway, aren't I? We're always rude, the French. Don't know why I'm more ruder than you lot in Britain and anywhere else. Yes. So I don't know if I have managed today to open my voice. I think I have, whether I've been heard or I've been said, gosh, she's a loony, she's just too weird. We're not inviting her again. You know, I don't know what they think. Because what they talk about is just of a subject which is not personal. Or if it is personal, it's just about maybe ailments, you know, something not too disturbing. We can't really talk about emotions like frustration and anger, but we can, but it comes out as an accusation, as a blame, which does not help anyone. It does not help you. If you blame, you get blame back because you expect it, because you give it out. I wish you could video yourself and see yourself act. And my plan is, when I can afford it and I can get to understand how to use it, I want to get a camera that I could carry around me more easily. I would love to really record 12, no, not 12 hours, no, that's too long, come on. It's so fucking private. I'm just truly exhibitionist about being a human. But in a way, I hide certain things, even to myself. I mean, on video, we all hide things, you know. I won't pick my nose or pick my ears in front of a camera, sorry. Just make sure I'm really tip-top that day. that there's no need to do those things. I'm just curious at what the human being is, at what's behind it, what makes it tick. So I just observe myself, watch what I do, and I'd have to warn everybody who I get in contact with, like a visor, but a visor for a camera, so they are not getting filmed unless they are consenting to it, and to be a sort of psychologist experiment on how a human lives their life, and whether they work too much or whether they rest enough, and what do they say when they talk to themselves, really, if they do. I always wanted to be a psychologist when I was at school. If I'd stayed in France, I'd probably have done that. I'd rather make chocolates, at least I can be a psychologist on the customers, or on myself. When I finished on myself, then I can do it to people. If only I became wiser one day. Wisdom. Is it possible in this world? I think we can aspire to it. For the voice to be heard, so for me to listen to myself, because this is what it probably comes down to. I don't listen to myself, therefore I am not heard. So I will spend 5 minutes in quiet now, thinking, meditating, focusing on hearing myself inside. listened to inside my body. All I could hear was my heart beating. Too fast tonight. It must be tired after today. Just get like that sometimes. I'm glad I've had nothing to activate my suspicions. Oh my god, it's myocarditis or something. No, it's nothing. It's just tired. He wants to rest. He wants to understand what its life purpose is. Well, it knows it, of course it knows it. It's just I don't know what it is really. We all have a purpose, I believe we do. Otherwise the earth wouldn't have given us life. I'm interested in the forces which make people happy and well. And shyness beacons to others of true humility, kindness and compassion. It's not me yet, I've got a lot of work to do. First of all, learning how to express myself and not to be scared. To do it in one long sentence in front of someone else who will be listening to me till the end. Thank you for listening. Till the end.